this whole thing with Tai Chi and Qigong, it started very, very long ago. And I have done several times with you some Tai Chi moves, but if we kind of break it down out of the original form, then all small movement together you can call Qigong. And that's really the same as what they call it in traditional Chinese medicine. So it is a traditional form of exercise, a form of meditation. And if you do that together, then we come to this little stillness in our minds. And that's really what's important there. And they say in a traditional way of practicing it, our chi just must flow. And it makes so much sense because in our society, we don't pay enough attention to being still once in a while or feeling that energy flow or just connecting and feeling one and being connected in my show that I have a little television show every Saturday on. You can see it on Roku, Apple TV, all that. If you see that, I always talk about the connection between the mind and the body. If we are not really doing well here, then we feel that and we manifest it somewhere in our body. But it's also the other way around. If we feel better and we take care of our health and we take care of our body, then we are mentally so well prepared and doing so much better overall. So it's just a really good anxiety technique to do it. And it's fabulous for just all of us. I wouldn't even say for all ages, because we are working our breath, we are working that little meditation time, and we're also working a lot on balance. And balance, we talked about that so much the last couple of months. So it's really, and that's will come back next month also. But because I love to work on balance, and I can even feel it myself, that you can be really kind of like it can be really stressful if you feel that you're not on your legs, that you're not strong certain days. So the chi must flow through our body to kind of take all that obstruction, to take all these blockades that we create in our minds, to take that out, to let that chi freely flow. If it becomes stagnant, they say, then we can have health problems. And of course, you can see Qigong and simple poses that we can use to kind of feel that connection. So we first have to do it and then kind of pay attention to it and then do a lot of repetition. And so when we come into that method of repetition, then you start feeling actually that meditation part settling in. So that's a really good. Qigong energy, it stands for Qigong or Qigong, Tai Chi, and Reiki. And that's a lot of, and you see that I have a lot of hands in my background. And I do that on purpose because we did that ball before. Remember that we can hold the ball and just kind of feel that energy between our hands. And that's, I always say, hands are our healing hands. If you sometimes just don't know what to say, then you can just kind of put your hands on somebody's shoulder. Or, of course, we put them together for prayer and meditation. And of course, we try to feel the chi. And if we don't feel good, or even if we are scared or in a really bad situation, then we put our hands on our face or we put our hands on our body to say, oh my. So it's also self care, of course. And then it is, just taking care of somebody else. So everything is with our hands. And we just need to realize what we can do and that we can also, on a distance, sense energy with our hands to somebody else. That's what Reiki is about as well. And just sometimes to feel that care and to feel that connection. I like to say those two, the collaboration between us, the care. It's almost sometimes that I want to feel you, even if you're not in the room. And I can try that with my energy, just feeling that connection overall. The oldest forms of exercise, I like to say that Tai Chi is indeed a link or a form, right? It's all just connected and you do the same thing and movement over and over again. But if we break them down, then we can do them in smaller amounts everywhere and anywhere we are. So we can just call those key movements or Qigong. And we have that awareness. We create that awareness of our posture and the movement, and it all goes really, really intentional. So you really want to feel what and where, not just kind of picking something out of the closet, but just, oh, my arm is going up, and what am I doing with my shoulder? And just with that intent, And then with the repetition, we are creating that self-healing capacity. And that's what it's all about. It's proven, it's proven in a lot of research. And that's just one of those Google things. What are the benefits of energy work and what are the benefits of chi or ki work overall? You feel more invigorated. Yeah, I have a little difficulty feeling invigorated this morning, but I woke up with it. More energized, more balanced. So you get that natural flow. You're feeling good and some things can heal in your body. We now know so much about that connection. All the exercises are done standing or sitting. It's really like we talk, a lot of stuff is very good for you, even if you're sitting. And we do those exercises as well for strength and for lower back pain in your chair. You can do a lot. So they will just definitely, let's go over the benefits, help your strength and help your movement ability, right? So we have improving the immune system, concentration. That takes us back to the fact that we do need to focus because we're a little bit out of this mindfulness thing, right? Sometimes we just don't remember what we did an hour ago. Or remember, I do that a lot, that when you walk in a room and you don't know why you go there, and you just have to pick up your keys from that room. And then sometimes we're just so busy. It's not even the fact that we are more mature adults, but it's also the fact that we're so busy. We have so much coming at it. And right now, so much stressful times that sometimes we can't comprehend it all. So we need to improve our concentration. And it's really good sometimes to just kind of sit down and go stare at something and try to describe it, right? It's that mindfulness that I always talk about. Breath, and we're definitely going to talk about that. It improves a nice, slow breathing tempo. And of course, you'll stretch your muscles out a little bit. It feels so good. I always talk about posture. Open your heart up to the sky. It will take care of your body and your alignment. And then you just have those emotions that will flow through your body. So you have that mind body connection. You want to get rid of some stuff. We need to. That doesn't mean that we're going to let go forever or that we're not interested or we don't care, but we need to let it go for our own health. And we need to transform and process those emotions. They also say that when you are breathing, that you are cleansing and massaging and stimulating your internal organs just by your breath. That will stimulate your organs and getting a little massage there. And of course, we do some strength, balance, stamina, so it will improve all that. Um, uh, that's what I definitely had. I always had clients that came to me after surgery and said, the doctor was so impressed with my recovery. I went faster than expected from this hip or knee surgery because I did Tai Chi and I worked on my balance so much. So there was a stronger kind of a memory there, right? A muscle memory that would help you with just getting out of surgery faster. And then it's always good for sleep. So if you do that just before you are going to sleep, if you have a problem sleeping, it's not always easy. And I do have a problem sleeping a lot because my mind is just racing all the time. But just to do the meditation or do the energy work before you go to bed will put you definitely in a calming state of mind. And it will also somehow make you more alert, right? The last one that we talk about, it's like it will it will it will help you see things in your environments different. So train yourself to sometimes look a little. We're going over all these exercises, and the one that are in your handout that we will send in the red, those are the ones that are actually working on your balance as well. So in those exercises, we are just lifting one leg up. Thank you.